Imagine working, paying taxes, and raising your family in Britain for years, only to be told you're still on probation. That's the reality facing thousands of migrants under the UK's proposed immigration changes. A new system could double the wait for permanent residency and add stricter tests that many will struggle to meet. But what does this mean for migrants, their families, and the future of integration in Britain? Let's break it down. What's changing? Indefinite leave to remain, or ILR, is the gateway to security for migrants. It allows people to live and work in the UK without time limits, and for many, it's the final step before applying for citizenship. Currently, most applicants can qualify after 5 years of lawful residence, provided they meet conditions such as passing the Life in the UK test and demonstrating English proficiency. But under the new proposals, that wait time could double to 10 years. And it's not just about time. Applicants may also face tougher requirements. Proof of continuous work and national insurance contributions, no access to benefits, a higher standard of English, volunteering or visible contributions to the community, and a completely clean criminal record. The hidden costs of stricter rules. On paper, the plan is framed as fairness, rewarding those who contribute most. But the reality could mean prolonged insecurity. Families may wait an extra 5 years before making long-term plans like buying a home, securing stable education for their children, or building deeper roots in their community. It also creates a tiered system of belonging. Citizens at the top with full rights, migrants stuck in limbo, required to constantly prove they're good enough. Some may even be permanently barred from ever settling, left to renew temporary visas indefinitely. Impact on real people. This isn't just theory. Let's think about small shop owners, healthcare workers, and caregivers, many of whom are migrants. They already contribute through taxes, long working hours, and essential services. Migrants make up around 16% of the health and social care workforce, and over a quarter of NHS doctors. During the pandemic, they were on the front lines. Yet under this new system, those same workers may be told they haven't given back enough if they can't also volunteer on top of exhausting shifts. It raises big questions. Who decides what counts as giving back? Does working double shifts in a hospital matter less than volunteering in a charity shop? What about those caring for children, the elderly, or relatives with disabilities? The bigger picture. Instead of strengthening integration, this approach risks undermining it. For decades, integration was seen as a two-way street. Migrants adapt to life in Britain, while society adapts to diversity. But these proposals make it a one-way demand. Migrants must assimilate, constantly proving their worth. Uncertainty like this doesn't build trust or stability. Research shows that insecure legal status actually prevents integration. It stops people from investing in homes, education, and community life, creating a cycle of instability and exclusion. The practical problems. And then there's enforcement. How do you measure a high standard of English? Who decides if someone has truly contributed to their community? These vague standards invite inconsistency, costly appeals, and injustice. We've already seen high error rates in immigration decisions. For asylum cases decided between 2019 and 2022, more than half of appeals were successful. Adding more subjective tests will likely multiply these problems. What it really means, by raising the bar so high, the UK risks creating a permanent class of second-tier residents, good enough to work, pay taxes, and keep services running, but never secure enough to belong. Instead of encouraging integration, it may fuel division and mistrust. For migrants, belonging in Britain could soon feel like an endless exam. For the country as a whole, the cost is long-term insecurity that affects not just newcomers, but their children and future generations. The real question is, should belonging in Britain be a privilege endlessly tested, or a recognition of shared life built over time? If you want to stay updated on the latest UK immigration developments, don't forget to follow this channel, where we unpack the policies shaping the future of Britain.